When I first met Emma, she was everything I thought I'd ever wanted. Kind, funny, ambitious, and independent. We moved in together after a year of dating, renting a small but cozy apartment in the city. Life felt perfect. We split bills, decorated the place together, and talked about the future. I believed we were building something real, something lasting. But over time, things started to feel one-sided. At first, it was subtle. She'd start making big decisions without asking me, like buying new furniture or inviting her friends over for weekends. I brushed it off, thinking maybe I was overreacting. She had a strong personality, and I admired that about her. But soon, I realized she was becoming distant, emotionally and physically. Our conversations were shorter, our laughter rare. Then one evening, after a long day at work, I came home to find her sitting on the couch with her arms crossed. The air in the room was cold, tense. "We need to talk," she said flatly. My stomach tightened instantly. She didn't waste time. "I've been thinking," she began. "I'm staying in this apartment. You can go live with your parents." I blinked, thinking she was joking. "What are you talking about?" I asked. "This is our place. We pay rent together." She shrugged like it meant nothing. "Actually, the lease is in my name. I talked to the landlord this week. You've got until the weekend to move out." It hit me like a punch. I couldn't believe how calmly she said it. "Is this about us?" I asked. "Are you breaking up with me?" She looked me dead in the eyes and said, "Yes. I'm done. You've been dragging me down. I need space to grow." Those words burned. I wasn't perfect, but I had supported her through everything. Her job changes, her family issues, even her anxiety. I paid more than my share of bills when she was struggling. Yet, she spoke as if I'd been nothing but a burden. I sat there in silence while she started listing reasons, like she had rehearsed them. Over the next few days, I packed my things while she carried on like nothing had happened. She had friends over, played loud music, laughed in the living room while I boxed my memories. It was humiliating. I kept thinking about all the sacrifices I'd made for her. Every piece of furniture I bought, every late-night talk when she cried about her dreams, it all meant nothing now. When I left that apartment, I felt hollow. I drove back to my parents' house with everything I owned stuffed into the back of my car. My mom hugged me without asking questions. She just knew something had shattered inside me. I spent the next week barely talking, just trying to understand how someone could switch off love like a light. A month passed before I finally reached out to her, just to ask if I could pick up a few things I'd left behind. She didn't reply. When I went to the apartment, I found out she'd changed the locks. The landlord told me she had renewed the lease, alone. That was when I knew she had been planning this long before she told me. Later, through mutual friends, I learned she was already dating someone new. Apparently, she met him months before we broke up. Suddenly, everything made sense. Her distance, her coldness, her excuses. The space she needed was just an escape route she'd already found. It hurt deeply, but I also felt clarity. I realized I'd been living in a one-sided relationship, mistaking comfort for love. I had ignored the red flags because I didn't want to believe she could betray me like that. The pain slowly turned into determination. I started focusing on myself, got a better job, reconnected with old friends, and found joy in small things again. Every time I thought of her, I reminded myself that I didn't lose someone who loved me. I lost someone who was pretending. Months later, she texted me out of nowhere. "Hey, I hope you're okay. I miss talking to you." I stared at the message for a long time, then simply deleted it. I didn't need to reply. She had chosen her path, and I had finally found peace in mine. In the end, her words that night, "You can go live with your parents," once felt like the cruelest thing anyone had ever said to me. But now, I realized they were a strange kind of gift. Because leaving that apartment wasn't the end of my story, it was the start of finally living for myself.